Central angles and arcs. Arcs. Definition. Arc AB, or AB with this symbol, is the shortest path between points A and B on a circle. Major and minor arcs. Of course, the path from one point on a circle to another can be clockwise or counterclockwise. The shorter path, in blue, is called a minor arc. It's an arc whose length is less than halfway around. The longer path, in green, is called a major arc. It's an arc whose length is more than halfway around. To distinguish a major arc from a minor arc takes another point, say P. To indicate the long way around from A to B, insert P as shown to the left. By agreement, assume an arc to be a minor arc unless there's evidence to the contrary. Semicircular arcs. A semicircular arc is exactly halfway around. Similar to naming a major arc, semicircular arcs require 3 letters when naming them to avoid confusion. In the diagram to the left, DEF and DGF are semicircular arcs. A central angle of a circle is the angle formed by 2 radii drawn to distinct points on a circle. Central angles are between 0 degrees and 180 degrees unless indicated otherwise. How many different central angles can you find in this diagram? Alright, so we have angle AOB here, angle AOC here, we have angle BOC here, we have angle BOD here, we have COD there, and we have DOA here. So I see 6 central angles. The measure of an arc is equal to the measure of the central angle it intercepts. Alright, so measure of angle AOB here is 70 degrees. So the measure of arc AB equals 70 degrees. The measure of angle BOC here equals 110 degrees. So the measure of arc BC here is 110 degrees. The measure of a major arc is consistent with that of a minor arc. Angle AOB here, so this angle there, is 290 degrees. So the measure of arc ACB, that goes like that, equals 290 degrees. And angle BOC, so this angle here, is 250 degrees. So the measure of arc BAC, so the arc there, equals 250 degrees. It follows that the measure of a semicircular arc is 180 degrees. So the measure of arc ABC, so here, equals 180 degrees. Adjacent arcs are 2 arcs on a circle that share a common endpoint. In this case, arc CA and arc AT are adjacent since they share the endpoint A. Angle addition postulate again. The angle addition postulate part 1. If C is in the interior of angle AOB, then the measure of angle AOC plus the measure of angle COB equals the measure of angle AOB. The whole is equal to the sum of its parts. The angle addition postulate part 2. If C does not lie on the line AOB, then the measure of angle AOC here plus the measure of angle COB here equals 180 degrees. The sum of adjacent angles that form a straight angle is 180 degrees. The arc addition postulate part 1. If A is on a circle between C and T, then the measure of arc CA plus the measure of arc AT equals the measure of arc CAT. The arc addition postulate part 2. If A is on a circle and CT is a diameter, then the measure of arc CA plus the measure of arc AT equals 180 degrees.